Bonjour. We will now start with lesson 10. In this chapter, we will study the possessive adjectives, les adjectifs possessifs. But first, I'll start with translating the comprehension. La famille d'Alan, the family of Alan. J'ai une grande famille. Dans ma famille, il y a 7 membres. Mes grands-parents, mes parents, mon frère, ma sœur et moi. I have a big family. In my family, there are 7 members. My grandparents, my parents, my brother, my sister and me. Je m'appelle Alan Hugo, j'ai 11 ans, je suis petit. My name is Alan Hugo, I am 11 years, I am small. Mon grand-père s'appelle Daniel Hugo, il a 66 ans, il est grand. Ma grand-mère s'appelle Sylvie Hugo, elle a 62 ans, elle est jolie. My grandfather's name is Daniel Hugo, he is 66 years old, he is big. My grandmother's name is Sylvie Hugo, she is 62 years, she is pretty. Mon père s'appelle Martin Hugo, il a 42 ans, il est beau. Ma mère s'appelle Florian Hugo, elle a 40 ans, elle est belle. My father's name is Martin Hugo, he is 42 years old, he is handsome. My mother's name is Florian Hugo, she is 40 years, she is beautiful. Mon frère Léo a 10 ans, il est gentil. Et ma sœur Céline a 13 ans, elle est mince. J'aime ma famille. My brother Leo is 10 years, he is nice. And my sister Celine is 13 years, she is thin. I like my family. Then they have given you the relationships on the next page. Les membres de la famille. The grandfather, the grandmother, the father, the mother, aunt, uncle, daughter, son, brother, sister, cousins. Now if you notice the spelling of père and mère, which is father and mother. So it is P-E grave R-E. It is very important to write this. Mère is M-E grave R-E. And fille can mean daughter as well as a girl. And fils is son, S-O-N, son. So this is masculine, so it will be a fils. If we are talking about somebody has more than one son, he has 2-3 sons. So the plural of this will be will become they, some sons. Fils will remain the same because the noun is ending with an S in its singular form. It remains the same in its plural form. Now we will learn about possessive adjectives. Possessive adjectives are used in French to show belongingness or possession towards a certain thing. So, for example, mon, ma, me means my. Ton, ta, te means yours in an informal way. Son, sa, se means his or hers. Notre, notre, no means ours. Votre, votre, vo means yours in a formal way. Leur, leur means their. So let's look at an example. There is a book. Now I want to say my book. So what is my? Is mon, ma, me. Now which one should we use? Mon, ma or me? Book is masculine singular. So I will use mon. In case if it was books, like these are my books, then this mon will change to me. You don't have to look at the subject pronoun in this case. It doesn't matter whether it's a boy or a girl who is speaking, you have to look at the gender of the noun towards which you are showing possession. For example, let's look at house. Maison. I want to say my house. Maison is feminine, so it will be ma maison. If it was houses, For example, my houses, this is plural, so ma will change to MES. So when I want to say, now let's say I want to say your book in an informal way. Livre is masculine singular, so this will change to ton. If livre, if I add an S, your books, this is masculine plural, this will change to TES. For example, your house, one house. I want to say your house. House is feminine singular, this will become ta. And if I add an S, this will become te. So, in case of masculine singular nouns, you will use mon, ton, son, notre, votre, leur. In case of feminine singular nouns, you will use ma, ta, sa, notre, votre, leur. And in case of any noun which is plural, it doesn't matter whether it's masculine or feminine, as long as it's plural, it will be me, te, se, no, wo, leur with an S. Let's look at some more examples. In case of notre and votre and leur, you are saved because the masculine singular and feminine singular, it is notre, notre, votre, votre, leur, leur. So even if you goof up on the gender, your answer can still be correct. So if I want to say our house, house is feminine, this will be notre. If I want to say our pen, pen is masculine singular in this instance, the answer is notre. Now let's look at our houses, maison with an S. So this notre will change to no. Our pens, stylo with an S, this notre will also change to no. For example, your house in a formal way. If this house was singular, then this answer will change to votre. Your pen in a formal way, again votre. If I have to make this plural, your houses, your pens, in both the instances it will change to wo. And their house and their houses, then it will change to, if it is a singular form, it changes to leur. If we have to make it plural, their houses, at that time maison with an S, stylo with an S, leur will also come with a S. Now in possessive adjectives, there is possibility of multiple answers. But generally, if the sentence contains je, I have my book, please stick to mo, ma, me, an option between mo, ma, me depending on the noun which has been given. If the subject pronoun is tu, stick to ton, ta, te, il, son, sa, se, elle, son, sa, se, with nous, notre, notre, no, vous, votre, votre, vo, il and elle plural, stick to leur, leur, leur. Of course, if you write something else, if it makes sense grammatically, you will still get it right. Let's look at an example. I have my book. J'ai mon livre. But you can even say I have your book, I have his book. So instead of mon, had you written ton, even that answer could have been correct, or even son. So grammatically, if it makes sense, you would still get it right, but it's okay if you stick to mon with je. Let's take one more example. He speaks to his mother. Il parle to dash mare. Mother is feminine singular, so your answer will be sa. You could have even written he speaks to my mother, he speaks to your mother. Grammatically, it makes perfect sense. If we look at one more example, we love our house. We love our house. House is feminine singular, so it would be notre. But if you write we love your house, we love their house, so had you written votre or leur, it is absolutely correct. It all depends on the context, but for your exam, if it is nous, stick to notre, if it makes sense grammatically. So you decide what makes sense, think what the question is telling you, and accordingly write the answer. Now, as always, there's an exception to this rule. In case of a feminine singular noun starting with a vowel or h, you will not use ma, ta and sa. You will use mo, ton and son. So, for example, you want to say my school or your school or his school, then school is feminine singular, but it is starting with a vowel. So, you will not say ma école, you will say mon école. So, my school. Ma school would be wrong, even though this is a feminine singular noun, but because it is starting with a vowel, you will use mo, ton, son and not ma, ta and sa. For example, horloge, which is a wall clock. You want to say his wall clock. This is feminine singular. It is starting with a vowel or h. You will not use sa, you will use son. This rule applies only and only for feminine singular nouns. Once again, I will repeat. If the feminine singular noun is starting with a vowel or h, we will not use ma, ta and sa. We will use mo, ton and son. So, for example, let's take image, which is image. It is a feminine singular noun, but it is starting with a vowel. So, you will not use ma, ta, sa. You can use mo, ton or son depending on the context of the sentence. Let's look at certain examples now. I like my sister. Sir is feminine singular, my sir. You like your brother. Brother is masculine singular, it will be, yours will be ton. He likes his car. Car is feminine singular, he likes his car. Sa voiture. Do not look at il, look at the gender of voiture. She likes her pen. Pen is masculine singular, this will be son. We speak to dash professor. We speak to our professors. Now this professors is with an S. So it's a plural noun. So your answer will be no. So this is how you will do your possessive adjectives. So it is important for you to show the gender of the noun that you are showing possession towards and not the subject pronoun. So this completes our lesson 10. Thank you.